it's golden. Living my life like 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 it's golden. What's going on, family? We are back again for another episode review of SWV and Xscape's Queens of R&B, y'all. This is season 1, episode 3, Dis-Chord. This episode was cute, y'all, but before we get into it, y'all get your drinks so we can kiki. I know y'all have been paying attention to the blogs and everything that has been going down all day today, because every time, hold on, pause. Ain't no sense of having it up here if I'm gonna sit up here and play. Don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. But every time I got ready to record my review, more and more stuff was coming out on the blogs, okay? So before we get into the review, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share me out, all that good stuff. So, if y'all have been up under a rock, Kandi and Tamar been getting into it all day, and it's all happened. Andy did a Watch What Happens live last night after the SWV and Xscape show went off, right? And you know, Tamar is not one to shy away from shade. If it's given to her, if you open the door to shade, she gonna walk right on through that door, right? So one of the callers, of course the callers were being messy, but the producers that pulled the questions, they know what the hell they doing. One of the callers asked Tamar, like, who was it that she was referring to a couple months ago when, you know, Tamar had put out that tweet or message or whatnot saying that a housewife, a housewife and her husband tried to jump her and fight her, blah, 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 blah. She never went into any details about who it was. Well, one of the, like I said, callers asked Tamar who it was she was talking about. And of course, Andy Cohen, being as messy as he is, he was naming different ones because he was like, everybody thought that it was Eva. And she was like, no, it wasn't Eva. And so he was like, okay, so was it Kandi? And of course, Tamar being messy like she is, you know, I love me some Tamar. I love me some Tammy. But y'all know Tamar is messy. She's just a little messy. Anyways, she took like a long sip from her drink and she ended up saying like, you know, I tell you all about it, you know, later, whoop, whoop, yada, 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 right? So afterwards, she ends up, you know, putting out this tweet like, you know, I didn't lie. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I was put on the spot. Somebody asked me a question and all I did was simply answer the question. But yes, they did try to fight me and her husband tried to fight me, blah, blah, blah. Well, then afterwards, Kandi puts like a subliminal type tweet out of a scene from the Addams Family where Wednesday Addams was at camp and she was at camp with the little white girl. Basically, long story short, you know, the girl wanted to play the victim, and Kandi was alluding to the fact that Tamar always likes to play the victim in different, you know, scenarios or whatnot whenever she's caught up in some kind of drama. Well, of course, that pisses Tamar off. Girl, Tamar goes and takes to her live while she in a car with her man, her fine little white chocolate man. Oh, he's cute. He got 5x4. And that ain't cute. Because, baby, he's in the blog with his own mess. Tamar and his baby mama's in the blog with their own mess, child. It's a whole hotbed of mess, baby. Tammy is all up in some shit. But, like I said, Tamar ends up going live, basically explaining a scenario. She was saying that, you know, she thought her and Kandi were cool ever since Big Brother, but she did a performance and she seen Kandi there and she tried to speak to Kandi. Kandi told her, I don't fuck with you, and they end up getting into it. People had to come and break it up. Tara came over and got in Tamar's face, allegedly. This is according to Tamar. Tara got in her face and was like, you know what it is. They almost got into it. Afterwards, Junior, which is Tamar's fiance, aka White Chocolate, he claims that he had to go and check Todd, and Todd apologized about getting up in Tamar's face. So, child, just afterwards, they just both all up on social media, getting into it. It's cute because, you know, I want to watch it. It give me something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance to make a little coin dollars off of the YouTube or whatnot. But, girl, it's just been tea all day. So when I was going to record it earlier, I was like, well, hold on. Let me pump my brakes. Let me see what else you know, kind of shit come out. And of course, I wanted to wait for Candy to do her speak on it too. Because, you know, after the shows, Candy does her speak on it. I have not watched Tamika's YouTube yet. By the time I put this up, if anybody has watched Tamika's response, because she has a YouTube channel as well, and so she does a response after the show as well. So if any of y'all have seen Tamika's response, you know, or review or whatnot to last night's episode, drop down in the comments, let me know. Anyways, like I said, I wanted to wait for Candy to do her speak on it, just because I know Candy will clarify some shit. Baby, y'all just need to go ahead and call Candy customer service, because mama's gonna come with them receipts every time. Every time. Don't play with her. You can say what you want about Candy. Hell, I can say what I want about Candy. But the one thing about Candy, if she said it, if she got the receipts for it, she gonna come and she gonna show you them receipts. I'm just saying, don't double dog dare that bitch, because she gonna goddamn take it there. So like I said, they just been arguing, going at it. And so here we are now, Monday about 7 o'clock in the evening, okay? It's just been going down all day, okay? And I'm sure had Candy seen or all this had happened before she did her speak on it, or we already know that speak on it would have talked about this as well, but we gotta wait, because we already, like I said, we know Candy's, we just gotta wait for her to speak on it, because you already know she gonna end up talking about it. But child, here we are. Like I said, we are here to talk about last night's episode. Again, this is season 3, Dis-Chord, okay? SWV and Xscape. All right, Queens of R&B, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so all the ladies are with their family. Tiny is teaching her kids the moves to just kicking it. But pause for a second. Crocs are not a shoe ministry that I've ever voluntarily just want to be a part of. Not knocking nobody that's a part of the Crocs ministry. You know, I liked Crocs when I first got into the medical field 23 years ago. They were comfortable. I did what I had to do at work when I was working in the medical field. Like I said, I'm still working in the medical field, but when I first started 23 years ago, that's when Crocs were a thing. You know, you would get different colors to match your scrubs. Now, bitch, people wear Crocs like it's just every day, every anything. Tiny had on some Croc heels. They make high heel Crocs. Am I the only one that see something wrong with that? Like, y'all can't be running out to buy the latest Croc heels, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm only 42, so it's not like I'm some old bitch that ain't with it. But Croc heels, I don't give a fuck if they Balenciaga, Louboutins, Yves Saint Laurent. Croc heels. Nah, bitch, I'm just not finna get with that ministry. That shit was ugly as hell. Candy at the house with her babies, Ace and Cash. She asked Ace how many. Ace got 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. I ain't mad at you. You gonna get there one day too, Mo. Just wait on it. Tamika's cooking with her youngest daughter. And of course, her youngest daughter is sassy. She said, you get that from your daddy. So maybe get that from me. I know my son. All the sass he got, he get it all from me. That's why we want to pop him in his damn throat. Taj and Tasha meet up in Tennessee. They meet at the National Museum of African American Music, and I want to go there. That's in Memphis, Tennessee. That is on my bucket list of places to go and take my son to, especially just because I want to teach him about African American history and African American art and all that. I took him to the Carver Museum that's here not too long ago, and he really did enjoy it. This is a museum here in Austin, Texas. It's a Black museum and a library as well, and he enjoyed it, you know. But just because I know my son is into music, especially hip-hop, he's only 11, well, getting ready to be 11 in 2 weeks. Lord, I'm an old bitch. My baby. Oh, Lord. We went out to eat the other day, and somebody thought he was 15. My child is 10 and a half. He's a big-ass boy. He does look 15. Maybe even 16. He's starting to get a little mustache. The little dangling. I just, Okay. They're looking at themselves on the wall, and, you know, they're just basically talking about this is one day something, or Tasha's saying that her grandkids will be able to look back and see, you know, as long as that museum is there, they'll be able to go there and see that their grandmother was a part of, you know, African-American music history. And that's a big-ass goddamn deal, right? Now, Taj tells her, because of course Destiny's Child is on the wall too, and Taj says about how back in the day, Destiny's Child would call up, find out what hotel that they're at, and wait down there in the lobby for them. They were like basically SWV's little sisters. They would take them to book signings and different things like that. I wish I would have thought about doing shit like that back in my day. Like calling up and figuring out where my favorite artists are and going and stalking out in the lobby, because you never know where you could be now. I'm just saying. You just never know. You hear that big ass diesel? That's up the street. That's my home. When I ain't my home, that's my neighbor up the street. Yes. When you hear them dogs out front, just know he up there goddamn putting in work. Child, so Taj asked her, what's up with your sister? Like, because last time we tried to all get together and talk, it was obvious that you and your sister got issues. Tasha gonna say, well, she body shamed me. Taj like, but that's not it though. Come on, like, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play. But she said, well, she disrespected my mother. But still, I'm with Taj. That's not enough reason, okay, for you to miss out on this money like this. Even Tasha said, you gonna let, because Tasha was like, it's of the ongoing joke that, you know, I have a little booty or whatnot, and she body shamed me and she disrespected my mother. What your little booty and your mama got to do with getting down to the money in business, girl? Nothing. That's just excuses that you have, of course, because Tasha ends up telling her, and again, she's deflecting from the fact that you and your husband stole 30 ducats from her. We ain't forgot about that. Tasha ends up telling her that she's in Tennessee as well because she has that meeting with Motown. Taj is like, okay, so what does this mean for the group? Of course, she did tell Taj that the girls don't know that she went there and had that meeting. Taj is like, okay, so we talking about getting together and doing a whole ass tour, but you having meetings on the side to do your own solo project. Like, what is we doing? What is we doing? We got Coco meeting up with her best friend's child. They just, you know, doing what best friends do, chopping it up, having drinks, talking shit. Coco says that, she tells them that she's in a better place. In 2017, she was diagnosed with bipolar depression. And what came to her breaking point where she realized that something was wrong and she needs to go seek help is when she wanted to take somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Make them swim with the fishes. I feel her on that, though. You know, she said after she got medicated, she was in a better place. And, you know, she's able to live her life. It's a struggle every day, but, you know, she's in a better place now. And if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I as well deal with bipolar depression. It is a struggle that you deal with, but I feel her when she says about that breaking point. Yeah. I feel her on that, though. But like she says, you know, she's in a better place now. She ain't got to take nobody out. She feeling good. Child, they get to talking about something, and she gets to mentioning something about her coochie. She's like, I'm 52, but this pussy 21. You know what? I tell you something, what? Us old bitches, we love mentioning something about how good our pussy is. I'm just saying, it's just something engraved in us. Just in case you didn't know, we got to let you know. This coochie purr. Just saying. SWV is on the road doing shows. They still out making their little coin dealers. Taj says she can't eat like she used to no more because she getting old. And the reflux get to catching up with her ass. You know, when she was younger, she used to be able to sleep all day or, you know, sleep for a little bit, eat what she want to do, not have to worry about gaining no weight, or you just thinking about losing 10 pounds and you lose a little bit of weight. She can't do that no more, but she in her 50s. You eat a donut now, that shit is gonna have your stomach sound like Rack City, bitch. Trust me, I know, okay? We got Tamika at home. She's cooking for her mother, right? Her mama end up coming to the house, and when mama comes to the door, it's awkward off the rip. When she comes to the door, ring the doorbell. She, you know, Tamika opens the door, and they both just kind of standing there looking at each other like, bitch, bust a move. Bust a motherfucking move. She's like, how are you? Mama's like, I'm doing good. Tamika's like, well, I missed you. It was good to see you. Mama said, I missed you too. She was like, I cooked your favorite from you. I cooked a little salmon, greens, whatnot. That shit sound good. Once I heard her say that, the fat girl in me was like, bitch, I'm making that this weekend. Either I'm going to do some salmon or what I really been craving, because I seen this girl on TikTok. That goddamn TikTok was funny too. She made some good juicy ass meatloaf with some mashed potatoes. Ooh, that shit looked that looks so goddamn good. So yeah, I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes with some good ass meatloaf, sop that bitch up with some good ass sweet cornbread and some asparagus, steamed asparagus on the side. Oh, bitch, it's gonna go down. Anyways, though, what was I saying, bitch? Just a fat girl in me, child. They get to sit down and they talking and whatnot. And so mama asked Tamika, like, what's going on? What's the problem? And so she basically starts to tell her that you show favoritism towards Tasha. You let her get away with anything. You let her say anything she wants to, and you never say anything to her. Mama tells her, because she doesn't disrespect me the way that you disrespect me. And Tamika's like, Mama, I don't disrespect you. And if you felt like I disrespected you, I apologize. I'm sorry. Mama's like, you don't understand. You can't disrespect me. I am the 5th member of this group. When your daddy got up and left, and when I put that microphone in your hand, I am the 5th member of this group. When your daddy left us and I had to pull the weight and I had to do this, I am the 5th member. And that's where we actually get to what the root of the cause of the real issue of what the problem is. Because Tamika says that she looks just like her father. Her and her father have a lot of mannerisms, and her mother is not over the fact that her and her father got a divorce. Because before the divorce, her mother was a stay-at-home mom. She was a housewife. You know, she didn't have to work. She took care of the home. Once the daddy left, that forced her to have to get out and work and get how she lived. And she has never really gotten over that. And so because Tamika is the exact replica of her father, that's why she has that resentment towards her. That's what it is right there. Now, I was proud of Tamika in this moment, because Tamika does tell her, like, look at Mama, I'm sorry. I brought you here because I want to let you know that I'm sorry for disrespecting you. I never meant to do that. But I do want to let you know, if you can't respect me as a grown woman and the choices that I make and, you know, my decisions and the things that I say, then I'm going to have to take a step back. And Mama's like, what you mean take a step back? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of made Mama open her eyes like, look here, you know, I'm sorry. Which I still kind of feel like it was a half-ass apology that Mama gave. Like, yeah, she apologized because she seen her child hurting in that moment. So, yeah, she apologized. But then again, at the same time, I don't feel like this is the first time that they've had this sort of conversation. Maybe. I don't know. But I think, of course, Mom apologized because she didn't want to look bad in front of the camera. Nothing like that. But I don't know. They cry. They hug it out. And so, you know, they just going to work on their relationship, see how that go. Again, I don't know. Maybe she was sincere. But at the same time, I still kind of felt like it was a half-ass apology. Side note, though, before I forget, why folk come in this sad-ass moment? Why was Xscape harmonizing tonight? Tonight. Like, why? Why at that moment was that the background music to that sad moment tonight? I mean, I get it, but I didn't really get that. Anyway, so Taj and Candy, they end up meeting up, you know, having a little convo, turbans and tea, okay? Baby, Taj came through with that turban on her head. She came through with the tea, and she was ready to spill it, baby. She went on ahead and let Candy know that she met up with Tasha. And Tasha was up in Memphis. She was shopping out a deal for her own solo deal. And, of course, Candy was like, well, this ain't nothing new because she did this the last time when she was going to go solo as well. And Tasha let her know, well, she ain't surprised by that. Like, that's nothing new to her because Coco did the same thing when she was going solo. Candy says this is basically history repeating itself. When Tasha was getting ready to go solo last time, she started treating them like shit, was acting real funny and shit style towards them. The next thing you know, she wants to go on and do her own solo project. And again, Tasha says this exact same thing that Coco did when it came to them. She was acting real funny style with them. Next thing you know, she come out with her own solo project. So it's just basically history repeating themselves to them. My whole thing is, I was with Taj. Taj was like, look here, we ain't finna let this monkey stop the show. We need to get together. We getting ready to have a rehearsal coming up soon. I'm inviting all of y'all, you know, come on out to our rehearsal so we can finally sit down and talk about the business. Either she gonna do this or she not gonna do it. And Candy's like, I'm with you, you know, regardless if she with us or not, I think it's time for us to start being creative and thinking of other ways that we can make this show go on. Because I agree with them. Like, I'm not finna, if I don't have to stop my money because you acting stupid, bitch, I'm not finna stop it. I'm just finna find a way to work around it. And as we see, the girls are touring. They doing their thing. And Tamika is singing both her and Tasha's parts. And they doing good. So, I mean, I ain't saying that they don't need her. I'm just saying that the show will go on if she's not with them. Anyways, though, Lily ends up going and having some drinks with her son, Kyrie. It was cute. I like that little relationship. I can tell me and girl, that's just how me and KJ are. Like Lily said, I'm not my child's friend. I'm their mama. We got a good relationship. We can kick it, but at the end of the day, my child knows I'm his mama. I ain't your friend. I ain't knocking nobody that got that good friendship with their kids. But that's my child. And I'm your mama. I'm just saying. Anyways, though, her son, his name is Kyrie. He's an artist. He wants her to help put him on. But Lily is like, you know, I can help you with what I can, but for the most part, you finna have to kick the dough in and make it for yourself. Which I don't understand that. You as an artist know how hard it is to make it. And I understand you want them to be, you know, have humble beginnings and be able to, you know, make it and work for it like you did. But then again, at the same time, I'm not finna let my child struggle if I have a way to be able, or an outlet to be able to make it easier for them so they don't necessarily have to go through some of the things that I went through. I don't know. That's just me. If it's any other parents that think like me, drop that down below and let me know. But would you want that, though? I wouldn't want my child to struggle because I wouldn't want them to just go through the same certain things that I went through, especially if you have a way to avoid that. Baby, we're going to avoid that. I'm just saying, that's just me, though. She also got an erotic audio book coming out. Sister Hot Puss said, she said that's her alter ego. All right. I want to read that, child. She's trying to keep her legacy going. She talks about after when the group broke up, how she was homeless for a while, how she had to sleep in her car. She had to drive around to about 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then, you know, she would wait, go to sleep in the morning when the sun is out, go to sleep in the parking lot of Yankee Stadium just because it was, you know, less likely for her to get raped or assaulted at that time. And, you know, things were hard for her. After that, you know, she didn't ever want to be in that situation, struggling again. She went and got her GED. She started, you know, working for this company, got her life back on track, and now she's doing good financially, and she never wants to go back to that struggle. Which, again, not saying that your child got to struggle, but if you have a way to make it into where they don't have to go through some of the things you went through, I'm just saying, do that, mama. That's all I'm saying. No, that's just me, okay? But like I said, she just don't want to go back to the same old, you know, where she was. She's not where she was. And so she trying to stay where she at now. I ain't even mad at her on that, child. We get Tasha in the studio working on a gospel bot, bitch. I mean, it's cute, but this is my thing right here. Have we not seen all this drama and shit going on? Somebody who's my generation, who grew up on SWV and Xscape, if I'm hearing you coming out with a solo album, I might be more likely to buy it based off of the fact that I liked who you were in this group, as opposed to me seeing all of this shit going down now. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to buy it. And that's just me, though, and I'm a small fish in a big pond. But if anybody else that are fans of SWV Xscape think like me, I'm just saying, ain't nobody going to buy that. Just based off of how you acting now. I'm just saying, child, we got Rocky big head ass. Bring his big scoop ball head in the goddamn studio. He get on my damn nerve. He just disgusts me. He come in there talking about, yeah, anime. Sing the song the way I told you to sing in anime. Sounds real controlling to me. They talk about the meeting that she got with the girls, and Tamika's mad, of course, at, no, Rocky is mad at Tamika, of course, because he's saying that she's accusing him of stealing money, which you did, nigga. And then he asked her, are you going to go to the meeting with them? Because, of course, the girl still don't know about the solo deal. He's telling them, well, if you don't go, if for nothing else, grab that mic and let them know what the hell, exactly who the hell you are. Girl, and who is she? I mean, we know who she is, but girl, let me stop. Again, like I said, if all this drama wasn't going on and we didn't know about all this shit going on and we didn't see the way that you acting right now, like if you'd have been like for real, even if you had to fake it for the cameras, we'd probably be inclined to buy your album. But child, me, who I am right now, And then she says she don't want to tell the girls just yet because in the past, she would say something and it wouldn't necessarily work out for her. Girl, it's because you was trying to do some underhanded shit under the table and it was some crooked backhanded shit and that's why it didn't work for you. I'm just saying, God don't like it like goddamn ugly. Coco is meeting with her son, Jay. He making this video for his, I don't know if it's for, I don't know, whatever social media page it is, child. He ended up singing this song, and Coco comes and interrupts him as he's filming this video for his page, right? They end up sitting down and talking. Now, he's in school to be a dentist. She wants him to continue to pursue to be a dentist, stay in school to do that. There ain't that many black dentists in Atlanta, or wherever the hell they's at. She wants him to stay there and to pursue Virginia. I think that's what it is. Either way it goes, he don't want to go back to school because he wants to pursue singing now. Mind you, he's 19. Coco was like, you don't know what you want to do with your life. Like, you wanted to be a dentist so bad, so we got you in school. I'm paying for school. I'm your mama. I know what's best for you. You need to stay in school and be a dentist. He's like, no, I know what I want to do. Like, this is what I want to do right now. So she tells him, well, you need to let your grandma know. Chasa, he ends up calling his grandma, which is her mother, and telling the mom that, you know, I want to take a, you know, I don't want to go back to school. You know, I want to pursue my singing career. And of course, grandmama is even like, no, you know, you don't know what you want to do. You ain't up, but you still got Similac on your breath, little nigga. You don't know what you want to goddamn do. Your balls ain't even dropped yet. So he agrees. He starts getting emotional and crying and shit. And so he agrees to take a year off just to try this whole singing thing, see if it works for him. If not, then he'll get back into school. Coco like, dang, mama, because grandma was like, okay, baby. And when you come and sit on grandmama's lap, Coco was like, God damn, mama, you wasn't even like that with me when I tried to do it like you made me. Coco said when she told her mother that she wanted to be a singer, her mama would leave Post-it notes every day around the house talking about, you need to get a job. I'm going to need you to get out here, get out you live. You don't need to get you a job. But y'all know how it is when you got grandparents. Grandparents going to always treat the grandkids better than your kids and all of that shit. I wish my son would have got to experience that from my mama, because my mama sure would have been spoiling the hell out of my niece and my nephew and my son. Child, Candy is on her way to the meeting. She on the phone with Tiny. And, of course, she already told Tiny about Tasha's deal in Memphis for her Gospel Bop album. And Candy and Tiny are both pissed. They like, look here, you could have said something about this shit a long time ago. You ain't have to be stringing us along like this. You could have said that you was going, again, this is history repeating itself. So they just waiting on the other shoe to drop now that they know that this heifer got something up her goddamn sleeve, right? So they all get to the meeting. And of course, Tasha comes in and she's still on this goddamn high horse, child. This is another thing. Lord forgive me. But I'm just gonna keep it real. This is how I feel. I don't want to see, I'm tired of Tasha and his goddamn blonde wig and his shiny ass pants. Stop it. She walking around here looking like a ratchet ass Bratz doll, and I don't like it. Pick a struggle. have the blonde hair and be fabulous with the blonde hair, or do the shiny, shimmery ass pants and have a more subtle hair that go with it. Because all of that is a whole lot of going on. She's like a ratchet ass Bratz doll, and I don't like it. Do something with it. So girl, Taj lets all the ladies know, like, hey, here's the idea. One show, one night, one stage, both groups. What y'all think about it? Let's put our hand in. Girl power. Let's goddamn do this, right? Everybody puts their hand in. And of course, Tasha is reluctant to do it. Because we all know she trying to sell her little gospel bop down to the Memphis, right? So finally, she does end up agreeing to it. She said, well, we're going to test this thing, guys, see how it go, right? Boom, boom. Everything's cool, right? Then Candy's like, okay, so we need to talk about the business aspect of it. When it comes down to the billing, you know, Xscape wants to headline while SWV wants to co-headline with Xscape. Now, I'll be honest. When I first watched it, shout out to Mizzle, because we was on Mizzle's Discord when we was watching it last night, and we was all, me, Jana, and Mizzle kind of was like, huh? Candy, what you talking about, girl? But at first, when Candy was saying, you know, basically, Xscape wanting the headline, they have the bigger fan base, you know, blah, 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 blah. SWV is like, no, we need to co-headline. We can split everything down the middle, blah, 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 blah. At first, again, I was like, Candy girl, why won't you just go ahead and split everything down the middle, how it's going? But again, I watched Candy do her speak on it, and when she broke it down, and again, even before she did the speak on it, because I went to sleep last night thinking about the show, because it was the last thing I watched before I fell asleep. If you think about it, because I was thinking from a fan base, if I were to go to a SWV and an Xscape concert, and at the end of the night, the last song that I hear, you know, a band always ends on a bop. Like, that's going to be their song that they're going to jam to and bop to, and that's going to be like the song that's going to stay on your mind as you go out, and you thinking about, you reminiscing about the whole night, right? What good bop from SWV do I want to hear that's going to be my going out song on the way to the house? Do I want to hear that, or do I want to hear something from Xscape, like Just Kicking It? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Because I was thinking, SWV, they got a couple of bangers or whatnot. I get that, you know, blah, 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 blah. But the way Candy was explaining it, you know, yes, SWV is, they're touring and they're out, you know, doing different shows, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the fan base, everybody sees Candy from Real Housewives. Everybody knows Tiny, of course, because of T.I. and, you know, a family hustle. And, you know, Tiny has always sort of been out there some sort of way, as well as Candy has been out there some sort of way doing something. Therefore, as far as relevancy now, they have that more younger fan base, younger meaning more of the TikTok type fan base, more of the social media type fan base, because they're more connected with social media in ways like that, is where you're going to get majority of all your fan base from, as opposed to SWV. They're in their 50s, and so their crowd or their fan base is more or less the late 30s and up, as opposed with Xscape, their fan base is going to be late 20s and up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, they bring in more of a fan base. They bring in more of a presence. SWV might, you know, do a lot of ticket sales, you know, when it comes to different shows. But overall, as far as the fan base goes, Xscape got that. Right? Okay, I get that. Candy also said that it's not like SWV has not opened up for them before. Of course, when Candy did her speak on it, she came with full receipts about how they did a show a couple years ago with SWV and BBD. BBD performed first, SWV performed second, and Xscape was the headline. Again, there was another concert, same thing. Somebody else, SWV opened up. Somebody else performed, and Xscape was the headline. So Kandi bringing it to them as far as the business goes about us being the headline, I get where she's saying now when she comes from that. Being that she broke it down, you know, you hear more about them having more of a, you know, a bit of a relevancy as far as right now goes. Let's be honest. They have a bit more of a relevancy, Xscape does, because again, their fan base is going to start late 20s and up, as opposed to SWV is going to be, shit, really early 40s and up. Just saying. I'm being completely honest. Just being completely honest, okay? So, of course, like I said, SWV don't want to hear that. Coco was like, I sold 30 million records, bitch. So, Lily got to get up and go to the bathroom because she's tired. She don't want to deal with shit. Coco go with her to the bathroom, and of course that causes Taj to get up and go to the bathroom too. So it's just Xscape that's sitting there. SWV is in the back. They like it's a whole lot going on with them. But they're going to have to get it together because we ain't finna do that and blah, 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 blah. And so how the episode ends from there. Because, of course, Tiny's like, I don't think it was the message. It was just the delivery of it because the business is the business. And like Kandi was saying to speak on it, all the girls of Xscape, they all felt that way. But Kandi was the one that delivered the message, okay? So it's not like Kandi just felt like this and none of the other members of Xscape felt like this. They all felt like that, but Kandi was the one that delivered that message. Because like Kandi said, we only got a month to do this show as it is. So we need to get down to the business order, like right goddamn now. And of course, like I said, the episode ended with SWV mad. They like, bitch, I done sold 30 million records. Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but we're not finna do this. This episode was cute. We 3 episodes in, 3 more to go, and it has been given tea. Like I said, I think I'm gonna drop the links to it's either gonna be Lovely Tea, Impressive, or Chronicle Speaks. One of them, because baby, when I tell you, like I said, everybody has been talking about this drama with Kandi and Tamar all day today. So I'm gonna drop the link to one of their videos down in the comments. You can click on it now and go see, get like a full tea recap with the videos and all that's been going back and forth, okay? As far as this episode goes, like I said, it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If it was anything that I missed, y'all already know what to do. Drop it down below and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And your Auntie Mo gonna see you on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Bye.